What's the meaning behind Attack on Titan? Spoilers ahead. I feel the ending of Attack on Titan is a heartbreaking commentary on the human condition. So the full ending of Attack on Titan is that after Erwin wipes out 80% of humanity, all the Titans are gone. The Titans, throughout the entire story, have been cited as the problem with the world, the major reason for conflict in the story. But generations pass without Titans, and the world is still at war. Nationalists being a major driving force. And after at least 100 years, it gets to the point where the conflict between the Eldian nationalists of parody and the nationalists around the rest of the world hits its peak. We see parody getting bombed, and as far as we know, parody bombs the rest of the world as well, implying that the entire world as we know it is absolutely destroyed. We then see a boy walking his dog within what seems like a post-apocalyptic world, and he sees the Tree of Life, just like the tree that Ymir fell into, growing from Eren's grave, heavily implying that the Titans still exist and history is going to repeat itself. Or it's a setup for Adventure Time. Well, I don't think it was either of those things. I don't think the message of the story is that it's all pointless, and I really don't think that that's the message that Isayama was trying to express to us. I really don't think he was trying to say, oh, we have to kill each other to survive. There's a few things I want to point out here. Even in a world without Titans, they're still at war, so it was never truly about the Titans in the first place. It was about racism and prejudice. The nationalists of parody also choose to inherit this unfortunate stance, and that's what gets them killed going forward. Even the members of parody themselves don't see eye to eye, some of them detesting Eren and the Jaegerists for killing their families as collateral damage. Just like Erwin Smith, once said, humanity will have wars as long as there's a population greater than one. Even with their freedom, even after becoming the dominant world power, the Eldian nationalists were still not satisfied. They continued to be aggressive even when they had what they had always wanted. The cycle of hatred continues on, but only if we let it. Our heroes, who have all tried to kill each other at some point in the series, but learned to accept one another and forgive each other, have become friends. They let it go, and they thrived because of it. They lived nice, peaceful lives for the remainder of the story. Their efforts in trying to understand one another, their efforts in saving total strangers who hated them, is rewarded by the story. Isayama, the writer of Attack on Titan, has had his handling of these very sensitive issues rightfully criticized, but at the heart of the story, I truly believe that there's an anti-war message that he's trying to get across to the world. The message is that if we don't collectively come together, if we don't collectively learn to let the past go, if we don't learn to love one another despite our circumstances at birth, we're all gonna die. The Titans in the world of Attack on Titan represent the bombs, authority, tyranny, and governments of our world. They are allegories for the greatest obstacles that humanity faces when it comes to its own freedom. The Titans were granted by the source of all organic matter. The source of all organic matter is a power that we never truly understand within the world of Attack on Titan. Mech anime and kaiju stories in Japan use giants as metaphors for weapons of mass destruction, like nuclear power. Nuclear power can be a massive destructive entity that could destroy the entire world, or it can be a source of near infinite energy that could help save the world. The problem isn't Titans, the problem isn't nuclear power, the problem is humans. You're not a god, you're not a devil, you are just a normal person. In the post-credit scene of Attack on Titan, we see a boy who mirrors Ymir as he approaches the new Tree of Life that's growing from Eren's grave. It's easy to assume that the cycle continues, but there is no way that's the case. This boy isn't running, he's walking. He's perfectly healthy, not injured. He's walking his dog, not being hunted by it. Ymir was driven inside the tree and she fell. The boy is willingly exploring it. That boy is utilizing the true freedom that Ymir sought after. He's a total opposite of Ymir's circumstances, which birthed the awful cannibalistic Titans. So when this boy makes contact with the source of all organic matter, what will it be that he wishes for? A destructive Titan or something else? Something cruel or something beautiful? That's what the story of Attack on Titan means. It's a cautionary tale about hope. Not necessarily hope for the world of Attack on Titan, but hope for our own world. A message that we need to collectively come to understand one another and see the beauty of our world before it's too late. We have to say goodbye to our monsters and learn to live in a world without Titans.